I just came out of very powerful yoga class Saturday morning. This is my last morning here. And it wasn't like a physically exerting yoga class, but the teacher put us into such a deep state of gratitude, and in Shavasana connected everyone hand to hand, and we stayed there for so long, and we could just feel the energy and the love pulsating among everyone. And I just started sobbing from just feeling the love and the gratitude for this week and for everyone. And such a beautiful way to end the week here at Rythmia. I didn't have a chance to record my journal on Friday morning after the last Yahe ceremony. And to be honest, it's going to be a pretty short video. For one, I do have to go eat breakfast, go to closing group, and then go home. But also because my last ceremony, even though it was an all-nighter, was very simple and very short. I was a little bit traumatized from the night before, from all the purging. And I felt deeply in my intuition that I needed to rebuild the trust within myself and with the medicine as well. And so I did want to drink and I did want to go to ceremony, but I wasn't sure how much I was going to drink. But you could tell the energy in the room was much softer and sweeter the moment you arrived. And Taita, the shaman, Taita Juanito, told everyone to indicate if they wanted to drink more, to drink less. And I don't know, he really emitted like this like a really sweet, gentle energy, and it was felt right from the beginning. So I decided to drink a little bit, ask for just a half cup. And again, I just want to say it doesn't matter how much we drink. The experience is not dictated by the amount of medicine that we intake. First of all, everybody's different, and we all have our own experiences. Some people need a lot, some people need a little, so it's all relative. So I took a half cup and it went down great. I even felt like the medicine itself, like the yahe, tasted sweeter, whereas it was a little bit spicy and snaky the night before. This time felt like syrupy and warm and loving and gentle, even just in the mouth. I don't know if it was actually different or not. So then I go to my mat and it was quiet, it was still, it was just like beautifully sweet and gentle. The night before everybody was like puking within 20 minutes. This one was just like stillness, stillness, stillness. As I laid there, my spot was right beside these sliding doors that they open for ceremony. And so I had the breeze coming in, and at some point I just look over my shoulder or turn over onto my stomach, and I see the moon is setting behind the trees just outside my window. So I turn over to my belly and start looking, but it's straining my neck. It's not very comfortable. I try to flip over on my mattress, so I'm facing the other way, and start looking, but I have to look down to look through the window and through the awning. And then I'm like, wait a minute, there's a deck here. How about I just slide my blanket and make myself a little mattress outside? So I end up outside with my whole body outside, but my head still on my mattress on the inside. And it was just me, and I was looking at the trees and the moon, and you could see Mars glowing its red light through the trees as well. And the medicine kicked in, and instead of taking me to universal, like crazy energy and crazy visuals, the trees just started to dance a little bit, and I started to slow down my breath. And as I realized that I was like super still, I felt even more into stillness, and there were no thoughts. I've touched this place on meditation for a few seconds, and then your mind kicks back in, and here I was for like minutes on end, and then that turned into an hour and then 2 hours, and I couldn't think of anything. There's nothing to think about. And I just felt the love of the trees. I felt like I was breathing with them, and the moon was like sending me its energy, and in communion with nature. And my breath slowed down to like maybe 2 or 3 deep breaths per minute. It was just like 200%, a 200% breath, like and deeper and deeper and deeper for like 30 seconds in, and then like a deep exhale. And I just did that and stayed in that state and that space. It was like everything else I lived it's been amazing, but it was such a beautiful way to end the week, and it was so gentle and so loving and so energizing, and I just was so grateful to be ending the week with that experience. I fell asleep then a little bit, was called for the healing circle, and this time I didn't have to deal with being sober in the circle. I was definitely feeling the medicine. I could feel everything that was happening. And then I went back to my bed and fell asleep for real. And I woke up a few hours later, I think, I don't know what time it was, but the sun was rising and some people were dancing, and there was like smoky in the room, and it was just like such a beautiful vibe. And you've gone to like the other side. There's no more ceremony left. You don't have to drink anymore. I made it. This is so, like, such a nice feeling. You don't have to drink anymore, but I did drink a little bit more just because I wanted to stay in that beautiful medicinal energy for the rest of the morning. And I went back to my makeshift bed outside, and I looked at the trees as they were like coming to life in the sunlight, and they were dancing, and there were birds chirping and monkeys in the distance. And again, just deep, deep connection with nature around me. And it was what I needed. It was really what I needed. And then breakfast. I ate all the food. And then lunch, and I ate all the food. And later on dinner, and I ate all the food. I think I had 9 cookies yesterday or something. I didn't hold back. I'm gonna do better today, but I just needed the release from 3 weeks of dieta and just enjoy all this deliciousness. Someone also gifted me his massage token, which I really appreciated, and just gave me more affirmation about this idea of living in a gifting economy where there's not as much monetary exchange, where we gift things to each other, even if by today's standards they don't necessarily have the same monetary value. I just believe that this would shift the way we do things, and we would stop comparing so much, because it would just be about loving and supporting each other. And the model needs to be maybe fleshed out a little bit. But I had a vivid dream about it, and I've been experiencing it during the week at various times. I gifted someone The Alchemist, which I finished reading here throughout the week, and someone was interested, so I just gave it to them. And then someone gifted me their massage and gave that to me. And it's so nice to just do this. In the town that we live in Samara, there's more and more of that happening, where we have a skill in photography, so we try to gift that to people, or other things, whatever we can, barter or exchange. People will gift us yoga classes, activities for the kids, and other things. And it's just a lovely way to live. All right, I'm running out of time. If you've watched all the videos, thank you. I hope that they were helpful, insightful, that they encourage you to continue on this healing path of your own. And if you're interested in plant medicines, listen to the call. It is scary at first, but there's a lot of beauty once you get to it. And facing our fears is such a wonderful feeling. And that's it. Much love.